Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ask a Paranormal Investigator. I am Matthew Baxter, your wonderful guide into all this craziness. And today we're going to be taking a look at a photo that supposedly is the world's most convincing haunted photo. Now, this was taken at an East Lothian castle, Tantallon Castle. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. It's in Scotland. So let's take a look here and see what we think. All right, so you can get kind of a shot of what they're seeing here. This ghost is, right there is looking directly out, and what they think they see is that they see someone in costume, or not costume, but period dress with a neck ruff, and it's a very spooky sort of face looking kind of over the ledge there of the window. Now here's the original photo. You can see here. Now, from that photo, now the tourist took this photo, and the tourist did not see anyone in the window at the time. But I have to say, there are a lot of times we take pictures where we don't see everything that's going to be in the picture until we look at the picture. So that's not a convincing argument to me. But the thing is he zooms in on it. Oh, and looky there. There you see this person. Now, it says right here, no mannequins or costume guides are used at the castle. Experts having confirmed that no digital trickery was used. Well, I can say that digital trickery is at a point where it's almost indistinguishable if you have someone that's really good at it. I, however, don't think any digital trickery was used here either. But it's just not, experts have decided this. I don't know about that. You can do just about anything these days. Forrest Gump, a lot of those scenes convinced me that he was talking to, Kennedy and Lyndon Johnson and everything. But as we go on a little further here, it says tests have confirmed that the image has not been digitally altered, and even skeptics were left baffled. Now, psychologist Professor Richard Wiseman. Now, I happen to know Professor Richard Wiseman, and in a situation like this, I know that sometimes he does like to let people have their beliefs, so to speak. So I don't know that he would come off as a hardline skeptic on this. And that's fine. He doesn't have to. But he says that the figure appears to be in period costume, but we know 100% that Tantallon Castle is not the sort of place that has castle as base dummies or costume guides. Well, we may know that they don't have those types of things there. We don't know what a tourist might have been wearing. But also, it says the figure appears to be in period costume. Now, I attended one of his lectures where he talked about pareidolia and how our brain doesn't always see things the way we expect. Now, if we pop back up here, that is not a clear picture. It's just not a clear picture. So you can't say that it appears to be this or it appears to be that as if that's any sort of case for it being reality. No, I don't really go for that. But as we go down here, it says, however, Alex Price of the Edinburgh Skeptics Group was unconvinced. When the picture is enlarged, it is quite obvious. It is a woman with a carrier bag in her hand and her handbag over her shoulder. It is a woman in a pink jacket coming down some stairs with a shopping bag. It's quite obvious. It's not quite obvious of anything. There's a blob that we are assigning a face to, and we can't really tell exactly what's going on. So let's look at a couple of different things here. For one, we have to go into the pareidolia aspect again. So let's do that first. Let's take a look at, this is a glass of tea. It's got ice in it, but I'll be damned if it doesn't look like there's a face in there. And this face is far more clear than the one in that other photo. So it's quite obvious that someone shoved someone else's head in this glass of iced tea. It's quite obvious. Um, and it looks like they could be possibly Roman, um, just from the nose. That's my guess. But it just doesn't work. You can't make claims on blurry pictures. Um, this is a wonderful picture of pareidolia. And when we get back to it, this is a wonderful picture of pareidolia. So I've got my pareidolia spiel out of the way. Okay, so let's move on here a little bit. Here is another angle on that window. If you look right here, this is the window. Okay. Now, a couple of things here. You can see that the sun is basically shining into the window at this point. So we know that the sun can be illuminating things. Now, even if you look up at the window above it, or the doorway, I guess it's a window, above it, you can see that there is sunlight coming in from the top there. So the different angles that the sun can come in from this perspective, it's kind of hard to tell. Because if we hop back to this picture, this is at a different time of day. You can see the sunlight is not really hitting right there. But that doesn't mean that there's not sunlight reflecting off of something or coming in from another source and illuminating something else. A bit of stone. It is the same color as a lot of the stone around it. So it could be that. So I don't know really how much we can trust that. So that's number one. We're not sure where the sunlight might be hitting other things. But as I said, there's another shot of it. Oddly enough, there are no ghosts in any of these windows. There are a lot of shots of this castle to be found on Google. None of them have ghosts in the window. So if this is a terribly haunted place and one person was able to catch a picture of a ghost, then why not the tens of thousands of other people that are there? Can't they catch pictures of ghosts? Is there something special about this one photographer that he was able to capture an image of a ghost when no one else can? I don't know. That makes me suspicious. I don't trust it. But this is from a plaque that is there, one of those informational plaques that you see at sites like this that kind of show you a few of the people that have been there over the years. And I can't really see any with that kind of dress. None look necessarily like a woman with a shopping bag. Although this guy does look a little bit like Vlad Dracula. Just saying. I'm just saying. So let's take a look at another shot here. This is the corridor where that window is. You can see the sunlight shining in, but there's another important thing about this corridor. This photo was taken from a video that a tourist took as they were walking down the corridor. So, with that being said, it is not strange that there could be someone standing in that window. Not strange at all. And when you do go back to this picture, you see that there is a railing right there. See the railing? Yeah, you know what that means? That means that, yes, tourists are going to be standing here and we want to protect you from falling out. So yes, there will be tourists there. That is a tourist. That is not the most convincing ghost photo ever taken. I don't know what to say. This is a this is a dumb headline. This is a dumb picture. I'm not saying any of the people involved are dumb, but this was a dumb action. No skeptical thinking really went into it, even by the skeptics in the article. Now, the problem is often things that skeptics will say in interviews like this will be taken out of context. One interview that I was a part of, where I was arguing whether or not aliens were visiting us in Denver, I had made an offhanded comment about how just as easily someone could talk about the second coming of Jesus, or that bridge trolls are hanging out in Denver. And they basically cut it together in the broadcast to make it sound like I was saying that bridge trolls actually exist. So I understand that these skeptics in this article may not have been portrayed in the best way, but they were portrayed in the most sensational way, and that sells. So you have to understand that as well. So I'll stop being hard on them because it's not fair. Shame on me. Anyway, want to say thank you guys for tuning in and watching this little photo tear apart session. And let's totally do it again. Let's do it again soon. Let's get together and do this as often as we can. Send me ideas. Send me things you want me to tear apart and talk about and discuss, and we'll go from there. And hit the subscribe button, please. Please. We want to keep this channel alive. Hit the like button. Comment below. Do all those things that make YouTube think that we're worth keeping around. And hopefully, we'll see you guys again soon.